Welcome to the year 2030, where you'll own nothing and be happy. Or so they say. This phrase, first imagined by a Danish social democrat in 2016, painted a vision of a future where ownership is obsolete. In this utopian prediction, we no longer own homes, cars, appliances, or even clothing. Everything that was once a product is now a service, subscribed to, rented, borrowed, but never truly ours. But subscriptions aren't just taking over entertainment. Now, everything from your refrigerator to your car is coming with a built-in monthly fee. Think about it. Why do you need a subscription to use a printer you already bought? Why are luxury cars making seat warmers an extra charge every month? And why do companies keep launching new apps, forcing us to download and pay for something just to use their service? The answer? Endless profit. Companies don't want you to buy something once. They want you to pay for it forever. It's the ultimate cash flow model, and we've all fallen into it. The average American now has 4.5 subscriptions and spends nearly $1,000 a year on them. And that number, it's only going up.
Now to Netflix, seeing a big jump in subscriber growth, but it's also raising its prices.
It's going to cost you more to watch the next season of Squid Game. Netflix announcing another round of price hikes. The ad-supported tier will now cost $7.99 a month, up from $6.99. The standard ad-free tier will go from $15.49 to $17.99 per month. And the cost of the premium tier is increasing by $2 to $24.99.
Prices, they're not locked in. They will keep rising. So today, it's $9.99 a month. Next year, maybe $12.99. In 10 years, who knows? Fast forward to today, and what was once framed as an optimistic vision is now looking more like a dystopian reality. Gen Z is at the forefront of this transformation, not by choice, but by economic force. Housing costs have skyrocketed, wages have stagnated, and financial independence is slipping further out of reach. The dream of ownership, of building wealth and securing a future, has been replaced by a lifetime of monthly payments and never-ending fees. So, how did we get here? And more importantly, what can be done to break free from this cycle? Let's take a look into the subscription generation, where Gen Z is paying more, owning less, and being told to be happy about it. And this is why Gen Z is entering adulthood facing an unprecedented financial challenge. Not only are they dealing with rising costs of living, stagnant wages, and overwhelming debt, but even their basic expenses, entertainment, software, and utilities have become never-ending financial obligations. Previous generations had a chance to build wealth through ownership. But if you never truly own anything, your music, your movies, even your car, how do you ever get ahead? Gen Z has embraced a subscription-based lifestyle, prioritizing access over ownership, while Boomers and Gen X grew up in a culture where ownership was the ultimate goal. For Boomers and Gen X, purchasing physical media, property, and goods was a sign of stability and success. They bought houses, cars, DVDs, and CDs, often viewing ownership as an investment. In contrast, Gen Z lives in a world where everything from music and movies to software and even cars requires a monthly payment. Rather than accumulating possessions, they rent or subscribe, enjoying convenience at the cost of long-term financial independence. This shift is largely due to technological advancements and economic realities. Boomers and Gen X could afford homes and cars at lower costs relative to income, whereas Gen Z faces skyrocketing prices and stagnant wages, making outright purchases difficult. Instead, they opt for subscriptions, which offer flexibility but no lasting value. While previous generations could eventually stop paying for owned assets, Gen Z is locked into perpetual payments. This difference highlights a cultural and economic divide. Boomers and Gen X built wealth through ownership, while Gen Z, shaped by digital convenience and financial constraints, risks becoming lifelong renters of everything they use. First, awareness is key. Companies profit from keeping us locked into endless payments, so be selective about what you subscribe to. Second, advocate for systemic change. Demand affordable housing, fair wages, and financial policies that allow young people to build real wealth. And finally, seek community-based solutions. In a world that pushes individualism, reclaiming shared resources and collective support can lessen financial burdens. If we don't push back, the future could be one where personal wealth is a thing of the past, replaced by a lifetime of payments with nothing to show for it. It's time to break free from the subscription cycle and fight for a future where we can actually own our lives. The reality is clear: ownership is disappearing, and with it, the ability to build real wealth. But that doesn't mean we're powerless. The first step is awareness. Be mindful of what you're paying for and ask yourself, do I really need another monthly subscription, or is it just another drain on my future? Prioritize saving, even when it feels impossible. Look for alternatives, community sharing, secondhand buying, or outright purchases instead of renting forever. Push for policies that support affordable housing and financial independence. And most importantly, talk about it. The more we recognize the trap of the subscription-based economy, the more we can fight back. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you found ways to escape the cycle? Are there solutions we're missing? Let's start a conversation, because if we don't, corporations will keep making the choices for us. Like and subscribe.